You know, there's really only one thing I hate about it being winter. It's not the snow, it's not just the environment, it's just the cold. It's like, I wouldn't mind the cold so much, probably if it wasn't for wind, or if it just didn't get so fucking cold. Like, I can stand it when it's like 20, 30 degrees. It's not so bad, but it's like getting down into the single digits or below zero. It's like, and wind is just like, no, fuck you, go away. Why does that have to be like this? Why can't you just fuck off? I hate you, cold. Fuck you. But anyways, hey guys, wow, we got a match here today against iCharisma or something. I don't know. It's spelled really fucking weirdly, and that's what I gathered from it, that it's iCharisma, just spelled really badly and weirdly. And I don't really know what else to fucking say about it, but the name will be in the title, so you can maybe make sense of it. But anyways, it's an OU match. I'm using this old-ass team, that one rain team I used a long-ass time ago with the Dugtree and all. Well, you can see all the shit, and you might remember it, because I was like, maybe it'll work right now, so let's try it. But opponent, he's got stuff, I don't know, like, I think this is actually one of Joey's teams, because it has a Leopard, and I think it has everything else that's supposed to be in it. I don't actually remember, but it is, I think it's one of Joey's teams, but threats on his end. Mainly what I gotta watch out for is the Leopard, the Jirachi, and the Dragonite. Like, once the Leopard is out of the way, I notice his team doesn't deal with Celebi that well, so I can easily get a sweep off once that Leopard is gone. And then Jirachi, I just gotta kind of figure out what kind of Jirachi it is, because if it's Scarfed, it's gonna put a hamper on Jirachi sweeping, and then Dragonite's just Dragonite. But for the most part, I just gotta make sure I keep Celebi alive, keep its momentum going. I should be okay. But he's gonna lead off with Rotom. I just go with Politoed because I just want to get my rain up just to be safe and just do that shit. But I figure he's just going to Volt Switch right out into something, probably not stay in, so I'm just going to go for the Scald, predicting that switch out. He does go into Dragonite, which I do score a crit on. Not really too sure if the crit mattered or not. It probably would have just made a difference for min-max variation, as we'll see in a little bit. But he's just going to go for Outrage right here. I figured I can just stay in with Politoed and try and Ice Beam him, because that would be the optimal move to do. But he just straight kills me, so I know he's Choice Banded, so I know my Celebi should outspeed. So I go out to it, take him out with HP Ice. Like I said, the crit might have only mattered for min-max variation, but whatever the case, I don't really give a fuck. But he goes into Jirachi just in case he isn't Scarfed. I'm going to go into Dugtree so I can trap him, get my rocks up, and then, you know, have a fun day. But it looks like he is Scarfed because he could just go straight for U-turn. Didn't really want to risk it with Celebi because, like I said, Celebi is really fucking important for this match, so didn't want to. But he just kills off Dugtree, that's fine. Getting on track and scare him out. I really don't feel like over-predicting this point, because I feel like even though he does have the poke lead and I might not have like the best opportunity or the best current situation, I feel like I have the momentum to make a few safe plays for later on. But just gonna go into Dragonite because I know if he Earthquakes, he Earthquakes. If he Stealth Rocks, he Stealth Rocks. Dragonite just seems like a good guy to bring in at the time. Just gonna go for Hurricane though to get some damage off. He goes into Rotom, not really too bothered by that. I'm just gonna go for Thunder, I think, because it's the best thing I have to hit it. And if he wants to go into anything else, I'd like to Thunder that too. But I just Thunder him, and it does a little bit, not too much, which does show he's most likely special defensive. Plus the fact that he went for Thunder Wave, again, shows he's probably just defensive in some way. And just how he takes it implies special defensive. But now he's gonna go into Jirachi on my Thunder. I'm like, okay, please, for the love of God, Dragonite, do not die and get a paralyzed on the Thunder. So I don't die from the Ice Punch, which I figured I would because I have bulk. Well, I don't have physical bulk, but I figured the HP investment should be enough. And I'm able to get that paralyzed on Thunder, which just means that Celebi's going to have a lot easier time in this match. But I'm just going to go into Scizor because I know I can take an Ice Punch no problem. And then scare him out with the prospect of a U-turn, so that's just what I'm going to do. Even if I didn't get the paralyze off, that's probably what I would have done anyways. So whatever the case, just going to U-turn. He goes into Landorus. Not really too bothered by that, but I'm just going to go for HP Ice. And he's actually going to stay in. Yep, he stays in because there is a chance I might over-predict. He most likely has U-turn, so he might want to abuse me over-predicting. But I just want that Landorus out of the way because, like I said, the only thing on his team that threatens me now is that Leopard. Since I have that Jirachi paralyzed, there's no chance of anything on his team really being able to deal with Celebi effectively, except for, again, this Leopard. So I'm going to switch out to Dragonite, basically as Death Fodder. I knew he might want to get a sub up, but I didn't really want to risk it just yet, so might as well just let Dragonite die. But I do have a pretty good check to Leopard in Terrakion, so I'm just going to bring that in. And sure, he can Thunder Wave me, but as long as I break out of the para, I should be okay, which I do. Luckily break through and just take him out with a, well, take out a sub with a close combat. But now I just have to deal with either him subbing again until he gets para, or maybe he'll just go straight for Swagger. And he does go straight for Swagger, so he's just hoping for hacks right here. But I do not get, or actually, yeah, I don't get confused. I spoiled it too early. I tried not to spoil things till later to add emphasis and whatever, but yeah, I failed there. But whatever the case, I take him out with close combat, so it was very, very fortunate that I did that, because otherwise, just would have been a huge annoyance. But he luckily wasn't able to get his Hax Fez going, so that works for me. But he does bring in Lucario and Terrakion. I don't really want to risk him SDing up, even though going to Scissor wouldn't really solve that problem. I figured, let's just do that. Maybe I can scare him or something. He goes straight for close combat, takes me out. That's fine. Just gonna go into Celebi. I do have enough speed investment to outspeed Adamant Lucario, so I feel safe just going into that. Going for Earth Power to take him out, but he just goes into Jirachi's Death Fodder, which really doesn't matter. But now he's gonna go back into Lucario and try and kill me with an extreme speed or just get some damage off for later. Even though it's essentially game here, because I can take one of any hit from Lucario, and then his Rotom really can't do much to Celebi, so it's kind of essentially game at this point. But whatever the case, yeah, just take him out with Earth Power. Tried to extreme speed, did nothing, as you saw. But now he's gonna bring in Rotom, and I'm just gonna Giga Drain him. Does not quite take him down, because like I said, he was most likely special defensive, and he still is most likely special defensive. I'm just gonna go on the assumption he is special defensive, so whatever. But he does Thunder Wave me after I Giga Drain him, so there is a high probability of him pain splitting. So I figure let's go into Terrakion and try and limit his HP gain, and then hopefully optimize my Giga Draining killing abilities. Yeah, let's go with that. But he does take out Terrakion, it's fine. Just hopefully I got enough damage on him from that Giga Drain, and then hopefully the recovery from the pain split isn't enough to make him live a Giga Drain, which it isn't, so I get to take him out with a Giga Drain, and that'll make it be the match. The good game, your fucking name is weird. That's a great way to introduce someone, right? But yeah, good game. I'm really glad Leopard didn't really play much of a factor, and I got the Paralyzing Jirachi early, so that kind of just brought me the game in that sense. So yeah, that was fun shit. So hope you guys enjoyed. By the way, I on my Facebook, I recently made a post where I laid out a concrete schedule on it, so if any of you are interested when I'm uploading what videos, go there, look at that schedule that I posted like the other day, and you'll find it out. So, you know, you have all your knowledge of when I post shit. So that'll be it for today. So hope you guys enjoyed. Such blah. Ring on sub, and later, guys.